A happy understanding. Let's see how that pans out. But moving to our NDTV special coverage of the floods in Assam. As Assam grapples with the humanitarian crisis with lakhs impacted by floods, children are at the highest risk. They remain vulnerable to disease, and with schools closed, there is no midday meal and many are going hungry. An estimated 6,65,000 children have been affected by these floods. As floodwaters are receding now, even animals have been left homeless, leading to some unusual situations.
As the Kaziranga National Park continues to be underwater, the man-animal conflict continues. A one-horned rhino that had strayed onto the highway looking for food rammed into a stationary bus. But as forest authorities struggled all morning to send the aging rhino back into the park, 38-year-old Shafiqul, who lives on the periphery of the park, could not help comparing his situation to the animal.
हम लोग आज भी बहुत दादा का अमल से हम लोग को पानी यहाँ पर होता है आज भी तक सरकार में हम लोग कुछ नहीं देता है.
For 3 months every year, this boat becomes Shafiqul's lifeline as his tiny hut goes underwater. Their belongings carefully tucked away on the roof that usually remains above water. But this year, the floods snatched away more. This, despite shocking statistics which show that the centre has set aside from 500 crores in 2013 to over 700 crores last year to equip the state better. But clearly to no avail. In many districts, families are once again homeless, children are vulnerable to diseases. Haryapar village is still surrounded by water, and the 150 children here face a huge risk as no doctor has visited the village.
নদীর জল খাইছি তবে পেট খারাপ হয়েছে ডাক্তার নাই ওনা স্কুল বন্ধ হয়েছে ওনা ভাত পাই না স্কুল বন্ধ আছে এই বানপানির লিগা.
As floodwaters begin to recede, flood-affected families have to start rebuilding their lives. As the adult members of these families go out not just in search of food but also livelihood, the children are left alone and they remain vulnerable.
There are so many people who are living in the government relief camps. There are children living with them. Their schools are closed. The Anganwadi centers are closed. They are living in a highly vulnerable situation.
The government now needs to focus on those most vulnerable, the children, as Assam once again tackles a huge humanitarian crisis. With camera person Sanjay Chakraborty in Assam, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.